on BBC introducing in the Channel Islands, and it is featured artist time. We are catching up with Alex, who is the lead vocalist behind August Gone. Now, we've been supporting August Gone on the show for years and years now. We even had an EP listening party for them, but August Gone is back with a brand new album out later on this year, and my track of the week is the title track from it, and this is a really cool progression and some of August Gone's best work. Excited for you to hear the track, but first, here's Alex telling us a little bit about the upcoming album.
The album is coming out in November, but I have been releasing 5 singles up until that point, and the last single that's coming out is next month, September the 11th, and that will be the title track of the album called Broken People. So I've released This Game, which was the first single, and then that was the second single was Heartbreak Angel, and then closely after was Mean Streak, that was the third single. Not last Friday, but the Friday before, I released Selfish Gene, and that was the 4th single. And yeah, we've just got one more single to go, and then the 10-track album is coming out in November. I've been really excited and just bigging it up as much as possible because there's 10 tracks which mean a lot to me, and I'm really excited to have an album coming out finally. I've done singles, I've done an EP, so this was just a natural progression to build up to an album, and I'm so excited to share it.
Yeah. Tell me about how much of yourself you kind of have to pour into your music when putting out a project like an album, especially one that, you know, it feels as personal as it does to you.
Yeah, it's very personal. All of it is shaped from my experiences, and especially during recording Broken People with Over Here, because most of the tracks have been recorded here, but I did go to Liverpool to do my vocals for 9 of them. The title track, Broken People, which is the most special song on the album for me, is the one I co-wrote with Ray Hedges and Brody and recorded in Jersey. And whilst I was recording that song and writing it with them, it was very raw because my life was just turning upside down at that point. And it was just really going through relationship breakup. You know, when I finally got to hear the final mix and version, I was so excited to hear it, but then it just sort of hit me like a like a sledgehammer, because I was like, it just transported me back to that time in April where it was all going on, and when we were finishing recording it, and it was just, I felt so like bereft, and like the grief sort of just came flooding back to me. And yeah, it took me a few days to process it, but it's such a beautiful song, and Ray and Brody really pulled the best performance out of me for recording. I've never done a recording or co-wrote before, so it was really exhausting but exhilarating experience, because I got to give a different vocal delivery. They were like, sing really softly and breathy, and you don't have to project your voice at all. But I'm so used to projecting my voice when I'm playing live, so when there's a microphone in front of me, it's really hard to sort of hold back.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, take the microphone away, just sing it in your softest voice. And I'd do it, and then they put the microphone in front of me, and then I'd end up changing it. So they're like, no. So it was like we got there in the end. We got there in the end. There, I knew exactly what they needed in the end, and we got something really beautiful out of it.
Yeah, I think that's totally right. I think this is a really sort of different sound for you, which I think is really interesting, because we know you for that powerful vocal performance, but like you said, this more breathy, stripped back, tender version of you on this track. It feels like it fits the sort of subject matter of the track as well.
Yeah, I guess like when you're performing live, you just want to be heard, so you're really just in that moment of, giving all the passion. But Ray and Brody were like, no, we want to scale that back and sort of give less to the microphone and just give all that emotion, give yourself chills, and just give all the emotion in that breath and exhale. And like there's some you can go, feel the pull is one of the lyrics, and I go feel the pull, it's just you hear all of that feeling and that breath in it. So it was a cool experience. Hi, this is August Gone, and this is BBC introducing Track of the Week, Broken People.
It's right here in 1/4 Harnessed love is not what saving. Embroidered trust has been forsaken. You and I, now we've lost the conversation. Throwing shame in all your breaking. This songbird ain't one for taming. But I will keep my secrets. I will hold my frame. I won't suffer gladly to lay down in vain. Cut up and sewn with pins and needles. Those souls of broken people. Cut up and sewn with pins and needles. Those souls of broken people. Breaking free but never turning. Feel the pull and finally learning. Carrying on won't stop the hurting. I will keep my secrets. I will hold my frame. I won't suffer gladly to lay down in vain. Cut up and sewn with pins and needles. Those souls of broken people. Cut up and sewn with pins and needles. Those souls of broken people. Broken
August Gone from Jersey and Broken People, my track of the week for this week.
BBC Music introducing
Tim Hunter, featured artists.
Lot to love about that track, the production, the vocal delivery, the fact that it's something different for August Gone. We're used to her big vocals and the big sort of dramatic, emphatic performance, but a lot more stripped back there. And if you're listening to the first half of my conversation with Alex from August Gone, you might have heard her say that it's one of the most special tracks to her. So I wanted to dig a bit deeper and find out why.
A combination, because of what the subject is about. It's about, broken people. It's not in a negative way. Like, we're all got our things in our lives, but just because we're broken, it doesn't mean we're less valuable. In a way, it's like the Japanese art kintsugi, where when it's broken crockery, but it's welded back together with gold, and it's more valuable, and you're more wise. So that has that emphasis on that song as well. But it was lovely to co-write with Ray and Brody, because I've never done that before, and they really pull out what they want, that sort of edge of what you're trying to talk about and how you're delivering it. And it was just a different way, because normally I would write a song, rehearse it to death, and then go record, whereas here I'm literally writing the lines and then we record it straight away. I was very on edge and very, this is really different and for me, and but it was good to push out of my comfort zone.
I think it adds to the rawness though of the track, the fact that it kind of was flowing from you, like as you were recording it, which is and something a bit different, like what you said, compared to the other tracks, that some which we have heard already that you've put out, as you mentioned, but some which we will hear. What can we expect from the rest of the album, from the tracks that we haven't heard so far?
Yeah, the other tracks that haven't been singles, you know, there's more energy in some are darker, more cinematic, and I love them all, but obviously I can't release them all as singles.
Yeah.
But however, you know, there's Puppet on Ice, which got like a bit of a Fleetwood Mac sort of feel to it, but then it is quite rocky. And then there's Lost, which is very cinematic and intense, and that's a very passionate rock song. And then we've got Spit Me Out, which I've played in Guernsey actually, and I got really good response when I played that song in Guernsey, and it's got a bit of a pop punk element rock to it. So there's all I really wanted all tracks to stand on their own and not be completely different. All the 10 tracks really fit well together on the album, but I wanted to focus on how each song starts differently and has a different feel and offers something different, so it's not just, you know, very repetitive throughout.
Yeah, absolutely. And the album, as you mentioned, comes out on the 11th of September, so people can catch that when that does. But then what's the plan afterwards? Are you already thinking of sort of the next stages, or are you very much in sort of this project headspace?
Well, I am pushing this as much as possible. I'm gigging solo as well as getting band gigs as well. But I'm pushing the album out as much as possible, getting it recognised. Obviously, it'll be available on all streaming platforms, but I've got it on Bandcamp as well, and you can pre-order that now on augustgone.bandcamp.com, and you can pre-order it on there, the all 10 track, and get some of the singles that I've already released straight away for you to hear. I can't stop writing, so I've already written 5 new songs since this album has been going along. So yeah, I mean, Art House Jersey have been great, and hopefully they'll keep helping me, but the more people that download or purchase the album will help me with the next project for sure.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Well, we can't wait to hear the project. Thanks for speaking to us before this track of the week is already out, and you know, we can't wait to hear more from you, from the album Broken People, and what's next to come from you. Alex, thanks so much for hanging out on the show tonight.
Thank you for having me.
Distracted all day, escaping my brain, remove forgiveness, take those feelings down the abyss. So I guess we've all got that mean streak. You're getting in way too deep, numb it all inside, so it's hard work to find. Will you cut me out 'cause you can't run and hide? Stop being that way, driving me insane. You're going up, up, up and away. Say the answers I keep saying. So I guess we've all got that mean streak. You're getting in way too deep, numb it all inside, so it's hard work to find. Will you cut me out 'cause you can't run and hide? Building walls on fire, should us look brighter. You can see it hard. You should know what's real, 'cause that ain't real. See, I'm right here. I guess we've all got that mean streak. You're getting in way too deep, numb it all inside, so it's hard work to find. Will you cut me out 'cause you can't run and hide? I guess we've all got that mean streak. I guess we've all got that mean streak. I guess we've all got that mean streak. I guess we've all got that mean streak.
Bit of a country twang, just showing her range in terms of genres and sound. That is August Gone, my featured artist on the show tonight.